Conrad, Bree, it is so good to see your faces. I have missed you.
Miss you too, Stacey. Great seeing you.
I really appreciate you two as mentors being with us this morning. I've heard so much about that it was more than mentorship. Tell me about your experience, Conrad.
At the onset, when we started talking about putting it together, I was like, it sounds like a great program to get involved in, gets us back in community outreach. And then when we started, meeting the boys and going through all of it, it changed me. I can honestly say from the moment we started 3 years ago to now, I miss my boys. It's an experience like no other.
You saw them grow. Bree, what about you? I mean, as a woman mentor, as a female mentor, was that different? I mean, we had lots of male mentors. I think we had 3 female mentors. What was your relationship like with these young men?
Once I got involved with the Dow Leadership Academy, it really caused me to grow as a person, because I was able to pour my own life experiences into this group of young men, but I was able to give them a female perspective on certain aspects that they may not be exposed to in any other case.
So you met these young men and they were in 10th grade, and then you're there when they graduate high school. How did that evolve? How did your relationships with these young men evolve?
Noticing the change in their maturity level was amazing, and I felt great knowing that when they graduated, that they could go out into any setting and be successful because of the lessons and the material that we gave them throughout their 3-year journey with us.
Yeah, I mean, Conrad, Bree, were y'all shocked at what the lack of exposure they had, especially when you think about this bedroom community to Baton Rouge? Did that shock you at all?
Quite a few of the boys had never been across the river. They had never seen Baton Rouge. They had never been down to New Orleans, and then even more so, they had never left the state. They had never been to Houston. And to take them from that very small community and then take them across the river to Baton Rouge, into New Orleans, and then to Houston, and then eventually to our nation's capital in DC, to see the excitement and to experience the joy that they experienced. It's kind of cute and funny at the same time, of pulling into a major city and watching these guys press their faces against the glass, looking out the window like, we didn't even know these things existed.
So you and Bree both went on the Washington, D.C. trip?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your favorite memory of that trip?
There were so many.
I was about to say, that trip was amazing.
It really was.
Oh gosh, there were so many good memories. I think my favorite was our final dinner at, I think it was Georgia Brown's.
Yeah.
Where they donned their blazers that they received when they first started the program. And I thought to myself, I was like, they really retain this stuff. Like, they understand the setting we're in, and they really conducted themselves like gentlemen. And I was very proud to see that.
And then to go through all of the government buildings, to see all the things, to eat at landmark restaurants, and then to take them to the African American History Museum.
That's impactful.
To see them boys walk through that exhibit, and all of them had the same expression on their face. It's a lot, Stacey.
We talk about the relationship that you developed with these children and these young men. Did you also develop a relationship with their parents and grandparents?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. There have been multiple occasions where I'm talking to the moms or the dads saying, hey, look, this is what I'm seeing, not only with their grades, but with some of the things that they're doing or some of the people they're around. Hey, we got to change it. Not because, I'm trying to be their parent, but I've experienced it.
Just seeing the joy on their parents' faces, and them constantly, anytime we would have an event where the parents would be included, they would tell us, you guys really have changed our sons' lives, and we see such a difference. So just knowing that we had an impact to shape the lives of these young men is just such a blessing.
I cannot thank you enough. I mean, when I sit back and think about what it must have took, you have big jobs at Dow, you have families, some of you have your own spouse and children, and the fact that you gave so much to this program, I am so grateful. I know the students are grateful. This could not have happened without you. So I want to thank you so much for what you did and for all the mentors who participated.
I want to say thank y'all.
Yeah.
It really sounds, like, oh man, no, thank you. But as much as you all are thanking us, we owe you a debt of gratitude that we don't know how to repay.
Well, because of what you did and the success that you had, and because of the hard work from the students, I will say Dow is looking to not only do this again, but to expand it across the U.S. So please know that what you have done the last 3 years is going to be multiplied. And so I know my own heart, that just makes me, that's a fullness that it's hard to put into words, but you did that, so thank you.
So what you're telling us is there's gonna be a sequel.
Right.
We're coming back with a part 2. That's what you're telling us.
It's gonna be a part 2.
Yes!
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, Stacey.
Bye.